heat, you take shelter underneath the tree. It does not say, oh, you man, you cut me, you take my fruits, you take my branches, take my leaves. Why you have come here to take shelter? No, come on. Please sit down. Just see how much tolerance. These things are to be learned. How by nature study you can become very educated. Tinadapi sunechena tarorapi sahisnuna. Amanina manadena. For personal self, he will deny all kinds of respectful obeisances. But to others, he will give all respectful obeisances. Amanina manadena kirtana. Such mentality. Now, how it is possible to become like that? That is not possible to learn artificially. That I am trying to become more humbler or to say tolerant than the tree. No, it should be by scientific understanding of my constitutional position. What is my constitutional position? This gigantic body, I am not this body. I am not this body. What I am? I am spirit soul. And what is the measurement of spirit soul? The measurement of spirit soul is 1/10,000 part of the top portion of your hair, tip of the hair. So actually I am smaller than the grass. I am smaller than the grass. Artificially I may have the body of an elephant. But I am not this body. My position is I am atomic spirit soul. See, if we understand, in other words, if I am convinced, these things automatically develop in you. Tinadapi sunechena tarorapi. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu teaches that you become humbler than the grass, tolerant than the tree, not artificially, but by pure understanding of your constitutional position. So all these material qualifications are due to this body. So these bodily qualifications are not competent enough to approach the Supreme Absolute Truth. Your spiritual qualification. That spiritual, therefore, what is that spiritual qualification? That is stated by Prahlad Maharaj, that manne dhanabhijana rupa tapassuto jasteja prabhava balapo rusabuddhi yoga naradhanaya bhavanti parasya pumso. Parasya pumso means the Supreme Transcendental Personality. If you want to please that Supreme Personality of Godhead, then all these material qualification and assets cannot help you. Then what can help me? That is said, bhaktya. That is devotion. The spiritual activity means devotional activities. Bhaktya to those. If you want, that is also accepted in Bhagavad Gita. Lord Krishna says, bhaktya mam abhijanati. Bhaktya, simply by devotional service one can understand me. In another place Krishna says, manusyanam sahasreshu kaschid jatati siddha. Out of many millions and billions of persons one become interested for spiritual perfection. And jatatam api siddhyanam kaschid vetimam tat. And out of many such persons who are trying to have spiritual perfection of life, out of them somebody may be knowing me perfectly. To know Krishna is not easy job. But it is easier, that is stated, bhaktya mam abhijanati. If you engage yourself in these Krishna consciousness activities, very quickly you will understand. So, Prahlad Maharaj confirms this statement that Naradhanaya bhavanti parasya pumsa. If you want to please satisfy the Supreme Personality of Godhead, don't count upon your material assets. You have to take to the spiritual process, bhakti, devotional service. Then you can understand. So now, those who have got these material assets, just like I have come to your country, you have got much material assets, everything you have got. All these things explained here, dhana, jana, vijana, everything. That if you apply these things to Krishna consciousness, then all these material assets become spiritualized. Nidbande krishna sambandhe jukta vairagam uchyate. If you dovetail this, then your opportunity is very, I am to say, simple. You can very easily engage these things. We don't condemn anything, engage anything, everything to Krishna consciousness. That is the formula given by our Rupa Goswami. That prapanchikataya buddhya hari sambandhi vastu. The Mayavadi philosophers, they say that this material world is false and Brahma Satta, and the Supreme Spirit is truth, supreme truth. So Brahma Satta Jagan Mithya. But we say that the Jagat, this material world, is not false, it is temporary. But so long it is under my control, if I can utilize it for Krishna consciousness, then these material assets can also help me. Very nice. So we have to know the techniques, how to engage everything in Krishna consciousness. So in any circumstances, we can cultivate this bhakti yoga or Krishna consciousness. It is not hampering. Savai pungsaparo dharma jato bhakti yodagas. Simply we have to know the techniques, how to apply it for Krishna consciousness. Then everything will be perfect. So this is the instruction of Prahlad Maharaj, that only by your devotional service, material assets as it is, you cannot achieve spiritual perfection. But if you have developed your devotional spirit, love of Godhead, sacrifice everything for Krishna, apply everything for Krishna, that will help you advance in Krishna consciousness and go back to Godhead, go back to home. Thank you. Any question?
Compared to the spiritual master, there's a verse that the spiritual master is receiving benediction from the ocean of mercy. Is the mercy that is always extended to the fallen souls the opportunity to serve Krishna? And is that where all the bliss comes from also?
Yeah. Just like the sunlight. Sunlight is free. It is open for everyone. But if you block your room, you don't like to see the sunlight, so how the sunlight can help you? You have to come to this open sunlight. Then it is free. You can enjoy. Similarly, Krishna's mercy is open. It is not that Krishna's mercy is somewhere very prolific and somewhere it is very miserly. No. It is everywhere the same. But it is the recipient who can receive this Krishna's mercy. So, persons who are in love with Krishna, they can receive Krishna's mercies very profusely. Otherwise, Krishna's mercy is open for everyone. But if you, I mean to say, place stumbling blocks in understanding Krishna, just like the yogis, the Jnanins, they like to speculate. Krishna says that I am here. Aham sarvasya prabhava. I am the source of everything. Matta paratara nasti. There is nothing superior or greater than me. But these people will still speculate to know. So what Krishna can do? Here is Krishna, here is the Supreme Absolute Truth, presenting himself, showing himself, exhibiting himself, and everything is there complete, but still they will not, just like the owls. As soon as there is daytime, they will hide. Like this. Is determined not to see sunlight. So these rascals, they will not see Krishna. So what poor Krishna will do? Krishna will never force, because he has given him independence. You see? So he will not touch upon your independence. Then what is the meaning of independence? If I give you something, and if I take it away, then what is the meaning of giving? When I have given you, it is your property. So Krishna has given you independence. So you can misuse your independence. When Krishna says, I am here, you are searching, people are saying, can you show me God? And if I say, here is God, just see, here is, it is not God. You want to see something gigantic. The gigantic also Krishna showed his universal form to Arjuna. So, everything is there. But I am thinking otherwise. I am hiding from the sunlight. So, sunlight is profuse, it is everywhere. The same sunlight in the northern portion of the earth, it is not so prominent. And in the southern portion, it is very prominent. Does it mean the sun exhibits very prominently in some portion of the earth and in some portion of the earth he is? No, he is far away from the earth. It is the condition of the special place that sunlight is not seen. So, according to Vedic literature, places which are always overcast with clouds, no sunshine, they are condemned places. Condemned places. The people there are considered sinful, where there is no much sunshine. Nature's law, there will be less sunshine. Similarly, those who are sinful, they cannot understand Krishna. That is stated in the Bhagavad Gita. Jesāmantagatam papam. One who is completely liberated from all sinful activities. Jesāmantagatam papam. Janānam punnakarmānam. Persons who have simply acted piously. Te dandamaho nirmukta. They become freed from the duality. Bhajante mang dirabrata and accept Krishna with fond faith and devotes his life for his service. Krishna consciousness is not for ordinary persons. But if one seeing that my other brother is in Krishna consciousness, is enjoying, let me also. He is also fortunate. Immediately he becomes fortunate. If he has got little sense, it is very difficult, but very easy also. The easiest. Let me take the Krishna. Just like Krishna says, Bahunam janmanavante jnanavan mang prapaddati. After many, many births of cultivation of knowledge, one, when he is fully in knowledge, then he surrenders unto me. How? Vasudeva sarvamiti. Krishna is everything. Vasudeva. Samahatma sudurlava. Such kind of great soul is very rare to be seen. Now, if you are intelligent, if you can understand this simply by surrendering, one becomes a very great soul, and they are very rare. Why not surrender immediately? That is intelligence. If this is the process of highest perfection, why not do it immediately? A little intelligence. So, Chaitanya Charitamrita says, Krishna je bhaje sevarachat. Only the first class intelligent man can become in Krishna consciousness. Not the rascals and fools. They cannot. A little intelligence required. So it is very easy, but it is very difficult for rascals and fools. Now, why I am saying rascals and fools? I am not saying. And Krishna says, Avajananti manga mudha. Mudha means rascals and fools. Manusim tanuvasvita. Param bhavam ajananta. Mama bhuta maheswaram. These rascals and fools, they do not know what is the background of my personality. They do not know. So, it is by fortune, good association, but this fortune can be immediately achieved by association of Krishna Bhakta. Devotees of Krishna, therefore you have formulated this society for Krishna consciousness. If anyone joins this society, very quickly he becomes Krishna conscious. Without any previous qualification. Simply by association and trying to follow the principles very quickly. So Krishna is open for everyone, as the sunshine is for everyone, but we have got independence. If you like, we can go to the sunshine, or we may block our room and windows and keep ourselves in darkness. So Krishna's mercy is for everyone, not that for a particular person. But a special mercy is for those who are engaged in Krishna consciousness. That is said. Samoham sarva bhutesu name deshasti na priya. He is not envious to anyone. Neither somebody is especially favorable. But he says, Jitu bhajanti manga pritya. One who is engaged in my service with love and affection, oh, I am especially inclined. That is natural. That is natural. The father loves the child loves the father. If many child playing in the street, if there is some accident, and if the father goes and protects his own child, particularly, neglecting other children, that is not his fault. That is natural. Similarly, one who is engaged in Krishna's service with faith and love, for him a special attention, and that is not partiality. That is not partiality. But that special favor is there. Yes?
Suppose someone is firmly convinced that Krishna consciousness is the only thing that will save him, but yet he still has inclinations toward material activities. Will Krishna force him, in this case, to become completely surrendered?
Yes. He puts the devotee in such a way that he is obliged to become Krishna consciousness fully. Naturally, because we are materially associated for so many lives, so even though we are trying to become fully Krishna conscious, so our material attachments sometimes drag us. But if we are very strongly Krishna conscious, so these attachments will be taken away by Krishna. That is mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam. Jasyamani grinnhami harisya tad dhanam sanai. I think I have personally that experience. Yes. And I was not inclined to come to this line, but Krishna has forced me. That is a special favor. I am now understanding. Yes. So, Krishna is very intelligent. So, if we foolishly want something other than Krishna, he makes us forgetful of such nonsense. And that is Krishna's special favor.
How many Prabhupada, how many brahmachari channel his sex desire to, in serving Krishna, that energy that he can't control, which is going into his sexual desires? How may he channel that into using that energy for Krishna?
Sex desire is not unnatural, but you can utilize your sex desire for Krishna's service. You can produce Krishna conscious children. So, we don't prohibit. Our process is that everything should be in the service of Krishna. The others, they are producing children like cats and dogs. If you produce children, Krishna conscious, the face of the world will change. So, sex desire is not unnatural. That is natural. Just like to become hungry. So hungry means it is healthy life. But it is the thing what you are eating. That is the thing. That will be considered whether you will keep yourself healthy or you will become diseased. That if you feel hunger, that is not unnatural. Similarly, if you feel sex desire, that is not unnatural. That is natural. But you have to utilize, that is restraint of the Shastra. The Shastra Vidimussaj. What Shastra says, how you shall utilize. So Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita that the regulative way of sex life, myself, he says, I am. The sex life is not condemned. But one should know that why I shall use my sex life. If it is used for Krishna's purpose, then I shall use, otherwise I will not. That is Krishna consciousness. Just like Vasudeva and Devaki, in their previous life, Saturupa and other name I just forget. The husband and wife, after marriage, they began to prosecute tapasya. What was the tapasya? That if we can get Krishna as our child, then we will have sex life, otherwise not. Otherwise we shall go on tapasya. So, when for many thousands of years they underwent tapasya, Krishna came, what do you want? And they said that I want a child like you. Then we can have our marital life, otherwise we shall go on tapasya. So, all right, but there is no proxy of me, then I shall become your child. Then they agreed to become father and mother. Pitana sassad, jananina sassad. The Bhagavad says one should not become a father, one should not become a mother, one should not become a spiritual master, and one should not become a friend, one should not become a husband. There are so many lists. Who? One who cannot deliver. He is dependent from the impending clutches of death. You see? Namo chaedja samupeta mrityum. This life and death, perpetual change of body, this is going on. 8,400,000 of species of life. And people are suffering. The living entities are engaged in suffering. So, a Krishna conscious father and mother should be determined that we shall beget children in such a way that this life will be the end of his change of body. This life he will be liberated, that's all. That is Krishna consciousness, sex life. I shall take care of my children in such a way that no more he will come back again in the womb of mother. He will be liberated, go back to God. You can produce hundreds of children like that. That is Krishna's service. That is Krishna consciousness. There is nothing unnatural in Krishna consciousness. Everything is natural. So, chant Hare Krishna.
Hey,
Who has seen that house? Dayananda, you saw
Mad-
any of the brahmachari?
No, Madhuladi.
Or somebody else?
Yes, Madhuladi.
Madhana?
Madhuladi.
Oh, Madhana, you have seen? Oh, you have seen very nice house.
Yeah, I thought it was
Huh?
nice. I thought it was nice.
Very good. You are doing, we shall take that house. Huh? Very nice. You have seen inside also?
We looked at it through the window.
Oh, so, with Dayananda?
Yeah.
Ah.
I've been in the place.
Huh?
I have been in that place.
Oh, you have been?
Yeah.
It is nice place?
Yeah.
Ah.
There's a fireplace in
Huh?
there. I think it has a fireplace in
That
there.
doesn't matter. But so you take that house. It's very nice.
How many rooms is it?
I think it has 2 bedrooms and a bathroom and a living room and a dining room, which you can make into a temple. And a kitchen too.
Very
and
nice.
A backyard with a tree in it.
So it's
On-
big enough?
On Hare, you
Big
know,
enough?
the diggers
Yeah.
have a place.
Oh, yeah.
So it's nice.
And on the broad road, a very important place, very nice. You immediately take that house. Yes, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, आनंद कोटि वैष्णविंद की जय, रामाचार्य श्रील हरिदास ठाकुर की जय। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद से अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद की जय। श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गो गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की जय। वृंदावन धाम की जय, नवद्वीप धाम की जय, स्वामित भक्तवृंद की जय। All glories to the Assembly Lord. All glories to the Assembly Lord. All glories to the Assembly Lord. Thank you very much. What is this? Oh, for taking?
Like a plate?
No, no, no. A sannyasi should always take in his hand. That is the system. Not in a plate. That means if you take in a plate, you'll take much. So, in a hand, you cannot take much. Karpatri. That is the instruction. But in this age, such strict laws cannot be followed. The Bhagavad says that when there is flat grass cushion, why should you ask for bedding? When you have got natural pillow, this hand, why you ask for a pillow? Then When there is river, so much water, why do you stock water? When there are fruits in the tree, why do you go and beg? When there is cave, why you are searching after apartment? When the old garments are thrown in the street, then why you are searching after clothing? These are the instructions. Completely free. Kasmat bhajanti kavayu dhanadurmadan. Why should you go and flatter these moneyed man? Completely different. But that those days are now gone. There is a different day. Los Angeles, I think it's a good place. What is your problem solved?
Good news. We went to the Hollywood police station, and the man told us that part of the duty of police station is to, he says he should protect religious people like us.
Yes.
He says, he mentioned other religious people, and he said if we can just keep the crowd moving, then we have every right to be there. So he's given us right to go to Hollywood. In downtown Los Angeles, we don't have that right yet. We'll still go there, but in Hollywood it is all right, and that's good enough.
That's all.
So
It is
we
Krishna's
can stay.
guess. I was telling the same thing to the Anand, that you should represent this case to the higher officer. That we are preaching God consciousness, we should be given. That was the Vedic law. Saintly persons, they should be given all protection. If somebody insulted a saintly person, there was a special punishment for them. But that's all right. So you take that house, that is Hollywood quarter. Give him more. No, I have got. You take. Yeah. Oh, Nandarani is outside? Why she is outside?
The baby.
Baby was not disturbing. I have received one letter from San Francisco. There are shortage of men. Dindayal is going back?
Oh
No?
no, no. We need more men here. We are so short. That is the problem. We have too few people. Dindal is so essential. I was just going to ask you if we could have some more men. Try Rama.
Create man. Bring some men.
Recruit.
Here is a new boy, I see.
Very intelligent.
Hmm. You have not taken prasadam? You have taken these fruits? This is the first time you come here?
If you live with people, if you live around people, and they say offensive things, but because they're ignorant or they're sinful, as you say.
Try to excuse them
So I leave
as far as possible.
excuse them, or I don't. I shouldn't move out of it. Or,
Yes, as far as possible, tolerate. They're all crazy. Yes, they're crazy.
No, because it's just one man, the owner. I asked him so many times if he would make room for to have a meeting. The place is gigantic, because you stayed there. Remember? At that motel. So he said he didn't have any room.
Oh. And they have got very big hall?
So I was just wondering if maybe I should, well, if that's how they're going to act, then I should move out of there. But I don't know. I don't know if that's the right attitude on my part. I don't know. They say they didn't
Oh,
have
you're
any.
Govinda.